Hey, Dan Lawson here, your host for American Dream TV. Today we are in beautiful Southampton County, Virginia at the Southampton Motor Speedway where they're holding a Mayhem Drift event. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's get inside where the action is. Come on. We're at the Southampton Motor Speedway for their Mayhem Drift event. The Mayhem track was originated in Japan where drifting was born. We're gonna meet with one of the organizers of the event. We're gonna talk to a couple of the drivers and we're gonna take a ride in one of the drift cars. So come on, let's roll. When you were thinking, I wanna invest in something, why a racetrack? You know, I mean, I'm thinking stocks, bonds, rental properties, racetrack never made the top 5.
Yeah, so it's definitely a struggle. But it's the dream for us. I mean, you know, coming from a guy that's been building cars since I was 18 years old, racing for about 6 or 7 years now, there's no bigger dream than operating your own racetrack.
Why drifting?
Yes, so we get that question asked a lot. Drifting is very fun. You're obviously running on the line of grip and no grip. It's a very fun sport, and it's also very easy to get into. We tell people all the time, sure, you can build a very expensive car, but if you have a car that meets a few simple requirements, you could be out here drifting on your own. So it appeals to a lot of people because it's not super expensive, it's not something that you have to spend a lot of money to get into, and it's tons of fun.
So, you know, I know that back in the heyday, this track really meant something to the community and things like that. And with you bringing it back, I know you said the community support's been really strong. Are you doing any kind of thing, charitable stuff, kind of give back, get the community involved and really have them behind you 100% getting this thing going again?
Right, so we do have some specific events where we do some charity and some fundraising. Last year we did one in September that we called Back to School, where we actually gave discounts or free entry to people that brought school supplies that we then delivered to the local schools.
Super cool.
We had a Halloween event where basically we had a lot of stuff for the kids. So we had trunk or treats and you know, zombie run and car costume contests and people costume contests, and everybody really loved that. We did do a water drive last year, and we'll do that again this year. And yeah, so we try to add a couple of those little things in throughout the year to kind of bring some of that.
Super smart, super smart. Well, man, I wish you 100 times success, man. I want you to blow this thing up, man. I'm looking forward to coming out here and checking you guys out, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm standing here with Todd Cooper, local drift guy out here in Southampton County. Man, so how long have you been drifting?
I've been drifting since about 2017. I was in the Navy, and I finally got a little bit of financial support behind myself.
There you go.
I started making a little bit of money to myself, and I was like, well, I'm gonna buy me a car. I grew up kind of always around motorsports, and it was always in my life. Every weekend we're either at the drag strip.
You got some racing history.
Exactly.
Who is your family? Go ahead and plug them.
So the Morgan McClure Motorsports that was in NASCAR in the Cup Series, the Kodak car back in the early 2000s, late 90s, won the Daytona 500 3 times with them, 91, 94, 95.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's the iconic Kodak car.
I'm looking forward to jumping in the car with you, man.
Let's do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby.
Pulling out onto the racetrack, you can feel this car is ready to go, man. The acceleration is awesome. Dude, what's crazy about drifting is the control that these drivers have, man. It's just absolutely insane. It's incredible what these guys can do with these cars. I mean, gas, brake, slide, super cool. Look how close we are to that car, man. Oh my God, super cool. I'm standing here with Zach Zeller in front of his 05 C6 Drift Corvette. Zach, tell me a little bit about drifting, man. How long you been drifting?
I'm drifting for 3.5 years, just out here getting it out of my system so I don't get in trouble with the law.
I hear you. So get it out on the track, out on the street.
Yes, sir.
That's a lesson, fellas. So what about, were you doing any other kind of racing before you got into drifting or no?
Over a decade ago, I did autocrossing, but the lines are too long. You don't get a lot of fun. This, you get lap after lap after lap.
Super cool, man. So I hear that you have a daughter that is 16 and she is drifting too.
Yes, sir.
That is super cool. Is that her car?
That's her car. I'm trying to get it out of her system. That way when she gets a license, no excuses for the street.
So she didn't even have a
Onto the
license
track.
yet?
No.
So she's driving a race car,
Yes,
getting
sir.
out of a real car.
Sir.
Super cool, man. Well, hey, look, man, the family that drifts together stays together,
That's
right?
exactly it.
So what do you do for your day job, man?
I own an auto repair shop in Virginia Beach.
What's the name of it?
National Car Care.
There you go. So if you need your car fixed or you want to learn about drifting, reach out to Zach. He's got you. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us at the Southampton Motor Speedway. Got to interview the owner-operator of the new track, meet some drift car drivers, and take a tour around the track in a drift car. Man, that was absolutely a blast. Till next time, keep living your American dream. I'm Dan Lawson. See you on the flip side.